We are back with reviewing your match. Sprintzer reviews your match. Here we have a violinist. Now we're looking at the spawn selection, and according to the team comp, ideally you want to chase prisoner, obviously, but you actually spawned nowhere near the prisoner. So now you kind of just have to decide. Barmaid is an easier target on paper, and Knight might be more difficult. Ada is more stable. They might kite you longer. You just have to decide for yourself. Regardless, you need a good first chase, and with this build you're chasing the knight who's literally right in your face. I'm not so sure about violinist, how to play him optimally mechanically, but now you're chasing this knight right here. You kind of just let it, you wanted to switch to prisoner, but no, you're back here to this knight, and you're waiting out this stalemate, which you can get hit, maybe injury. And holy shit, how did that not hit? How Right here, you just kind of have to keep it going, stay right on him. That's a good charge attack. The prediction from the night was way too late. That's a very, very good down. You can definitely win with this. The early game kite definitely determines how difficult the match will be, and this was a very good, very quick down, especially for a rescuer. So right here, ideally you want to make your your camp difficult with violinist, but you just got a normal hit, though they saved early, so that is very good for you. Very, very good. If you can, right here, you can instantly down this knight again and keep moving. Continue to have a chair and camp right here. Miss, but they're still dead anyways. We move on, and now you have to just stay camping as best as you can. Doesn't really matter where you chair, just chair. Honestly, probably chair as fast as you can. Right here, I can kind of see why you did this. In case this person stayed on this cipher, this chair would be best, but she moved. In that case, this chair doesn't really matter, and now you just have to camp. Yeah, destroy this prisoner connection, reduces their decoding, allows this cipher to not pop temporarily, and then make sure you camp your hardest against this Ada who's actually coming. Obviously, you don't know where she's coming from, and you really just have to hit this note. As a violinist, you hit this note, and I think for the best chances of winning, you can hit her twice. If you hit her twice, or you hit knight immediately, and he dies, and you move on. The thing with this is you need a regular chase of no one's injured, right? The two people that saved, they're still healthy because they're healers. So that's the only downside of this. And right here, maybe if you have game sound, you might be able to hear the Ada there. But the Ada slipped right past you. Prisoner's been decoding this entire time, and because violinist is very slow, you're just right now you're relying on finding a target, which you can't. You're trying to find a target with your slow movement speed, and this might be your downfall. This just might be your downfall. In terms of Hunter, if you're using a lot of this time trying to find people, that is obviously bad, right? You're using this time you're not applying any pressure. Right now, you still don't even know where this survivor is. One way you can prevent that is just by TPing on someone. And that is probably the best case scenario for this violinist, because this violinist he doesn't have any map pressure. He doesn't have mobility to reliably find someone in case they try to hide. To avoid this, you probably should have just TP'd on someone instantly, preferably the prisoner, that is their fastest decoder, and get another fast down as soon as you can. So, right here, you're still passively chasing. Now you are chasing this Ada, but now they're on the last cipher that is 80%. It's moving fast. You killed Knight so fast, chaired, he's out of the game, 3 ciphers remaining, and by then you have not really chased anyone, and the last cipher is 90%. This is a big downfall of many hunters and why you guys cannot win in hunter rank. So, this prisoner is being greedy, and I think as violinists, you can afford to play crazy here with your notes and your full presence. And right here, you kind of just want to keep spamming note hits. You just want to keep spamming them. If you abnormal, you need a chair. Abnormal is not bad, but this will incline them to start a new cipher. So if you can, try to get a chair at this moment. And once again, as a violinist, you're doing very good right now with these no hits. In fact, you get it down on the chair, on the cipher. I mean, that's very good. You can switch targets or just camp as best as you can. You can force this person to save early. If you can force this person to save early, that is more pressure. Everyone might be injured right here. This person is saving very, very early. And what's gonna happen? Oh shit, he dodged it. Wow. Okay. What's gonna happen now is you might be able to get a chair. Just get any chair before the cipher pops. And now everyone's injured, and that's very good for you. Instead, you go for the cipher. And this can be okay, but once again, you do not have mobility. Right now, you're predicting, but they are rotating, and you need to get this down fast. Because you're going back and forth with the slow hunter. That's the biggest issue of them all right now. Abnormal again if you have to. That's the only trait you have for the rest of the game. So ideally, you do not want to allow them to pop the cipher. And right here, you can do this. They might be able to dodge it. That's a very good one hit, two hit. Oh my god, that's so big. Can they pop? I don't know if they can pop. You pick someone up right now. Right now. Oh my god. Oh my shit. It would have made sense to pick up immediately, but if you want the absolute best play there of not letting that cipher pop, you break the connection. Abnormaling was not the play. It was way too risky, and now you don't have a trait endgame. And even then, breaking the connection is a risk because they might be middle, and that cipher might be getting close to priming. Although, according to the numbers, it wasn't even close. So this is your fault. You took the risk. Now everyone is up. After you just got 2 downs before the cipher pop. 3v1. And now a slow hunter without any endgame trait to capitalize. This will not be how the... Especially after that. Ada will freely do the gate because there's no TP to worry about. And if these two split, you cannot quickly kill someone with violinist, right? The tension does not apply with these notes, and this is probably a tied game. The biggest points in this match, you used up a lot of time trying to find a target, and what's so weak about violinist this hunter is that you're very slow, which means you will unreliably find someone that is hiding. It's not reliable that you slowly run to someone and you'll find them. And once again, at the end, you did very good. 2 downs before the Cipher Prime, but you chose to abnormal and risk a pop instead of breaking the connection and stopping the pop altogether. Right here, Postman is your obvious chase. It is the easiest by far as a Sangria on this same map. And right here, unfortunate you missed the dash. Ideally, you don't. And that simply just takes practice with the mechanics of Sangria. But right now, you need to be as fast as you can and just constantly dash and catch up. Right here, you flip back inside and you took a risk. That flip back was not a guarantee of a hit, but instead a 50-50 on the pallet, and now you just have to continue chasing this hunter. If they're looping this, you can get a hit with your flip back or simply by your speed. Once again, another pallet could have been a pallet stun, but it didn't. I think ideally you have blank and you can hit someone right here. That was never going to hit based on that was too early of a swing, way too early. And now ideally you want to just blink this person. Just blink and it's manageable from here, but I actually don't think you need to blink. So right here, just take your fastest chair possible. It could have been the gate, it could have been middle, but you went all the way over here. And there's a forward coming and there's literally nothing you can do about it. This is big because of how far you had to go for this chair. The forward could come in and stun and you can drop, but that gives a lot of struggle time to this survivor, and they're probably going to struggle for you, which is always it is always not good. So you dropped, but right here you're probably just forced to pick up. Forward, there's not much you can do about that, right? Because you don't want them to struggle free. So now you can decide to chase, and if they're at this pallet, you kind of just have to, yeah, flip back. You can try flip back with Sangria, or you could have went for the hit, which a hit would have been nice. A hit could have been nice, but once again, it is a time waste. So right here, you shouldn't be standing still. You should be, maybe you got an error or something. I don't know. But look for this forward aggressively. Take advantage that they don't have a healer, that they have slow decoding. Now you see forward and you just take a hit on him immediately. No hesitation. You should not be hesitating in this scenario. And right here, if it's easy, double down, but otherwise just stick to the postman who should not be kiting you that long. You get your down, and now if forward is nearby, you actually want to down him. If it is possible, you should down him. You actually had blink. I did not know, but if you could blink to hit the forward, that would have been so worth it. It would have minimized Cipher Rush by so much, and it could have helped you win. It's one of those discrete decisions that can help you win in the long run. But now you're focusing on this Gravekeeper. Just hit him, and then take your down. Take your down once again. It's fine if you hit forward here. It's honestly fine. It doesn't really matter. You went for your hits. Now, based on where the forward was and that he was trying to decode that last cipher, you probably just want to go there. It's like, just go there. Like, you may as well. And I think from here, from this angle, you can see them healing. Stop that heal ASAP. Go for injuries. Down someone if possible. If you can down someone on this last cipher, that would be lovely. By frames, you should have gotten the down, but instead you got a shovel hits. And right here, you should be able to get this. Swing too early, but an injury here would be very nice. Use your flip back here. You might have to flip back to get this hit. Otherwise, take the hit. Yes, very good. And now you're kind of just forced to chase this meteor because you don't know where anyone else is anymore. They all split. So that's a very unfortunate missed dash. You want to stay on her as quickly as possible. Get this down as quickly as possible. And right here, that's a swing too early. Swing too early, and you really need to get this down fast. Right here, just watch and see where she's going. She goes around this window, and you shouldn't be standing still here. Right here, this is a good spot to get hit on this window, and you should be able to get this hit right now. Wind, but right here, if you, yeah, mind game, nice, that's very good. So ideally, you could have had TP, ideally, and you can TP onto an injured Gravekeeper. But I don't think you have that, so all you can really do is hit the forward, go to forward. He flywheeled, and now you just need to take a hit. I've noticed you swing a bit too early sometimes, and you're just not close enough while you swing. So right here, you just need it down ASAP. You should have gotten it down earlier, but right now you're not getting any downs. Dash on cooldown. TP, ideally you down then TP, because now forward has all the free reign of just running to the other gate that will be open because there's a third person there. And right here, maybe nice. That's very good. I've played Sangria. I know what it's like. This is a tie game. There's nothing more you can do in this game. So, and this is a pivotal point. You should have been able to apply more pressure here. If you got a chair right now on this Gravekeeper, it would have been an entirely different game. A lot more pressure on the survivors. This should have been very fast. But now this is giving time for every other survivor that was here a moment ago to transition away. And at some point, you're just forced to chase, and this takes too long. This is too much Cipher Rush for both survivors to get in, and it makes it a lot harder to win this game. That is the biggest point in this game. The mid game kites were a bit too long. You missed too many swings. You didn't buy yourself enough time for trait to TP to ciphers to prevent them from popping. Right here, ideally to win this game, you get it down and then you can TP down chair TP. That's the only way you really win endgame, but you didn't do that. In a match, neither side will play perfectly, but as Hunter, to win, you must take the opportunities, take advantage of the opportunities that are present to you in midst of the match, and make those decisions within seconds. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.